Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Skokin. We're going to be talking about section 11-4, the last one in chapter 11 for us. It's all about spheres. We want to learn to apply the formula for the volume of a sphere and the formula for the surface area of a sphere. In terms of vocabulary, we have sphere, center of a sphere, radius of a sphere, hemisphere, and great circle. We've got some warm-up questions for you to work on, so get started on those and turn the video back on when you're ready to check your answers. A sphere is the collection of points that are a specific distance from a center point. And we have some new vocab. The radius of a sphere connects the center of the sphere to any point on the sphere. A hemisphere is half of a sphere, and the great circle divides a sphere into two hemispheres. The great circle is kind of like the equator, dividing the two hemispheres. Volume of a sphere can be found using the formula volume equals 4/3 pi r cubed, remembering that volume is a cubic measurement. Example number 1, finding volumes of spheres. Part A, find the measurement, give your answer in terms of pi, and part A, the volume of the sphere. We can see that the diameter is 24 inches, and that means that the radius is 12 inches. Our formula for the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So we are going to leave our answer in terms of pi. So we plug in the r, and we find that the volume is going to be 2,304 pi cubic inches. In example B, we want to find the diameter of a sphere with volume 36,000 pi cubic centimeters. So we're actually going to start out with the volume formula and solve for R. Next, we're going to show substitution for V. We can divide out pi from both sides, and then we're going to be solving for R. Then we're going to take the cube root of both sides. Finally, we're able to answer question B, which they were asking for the diameter of a sphere with volume 36,000 pi cubic centimeters, and we were able to find that the diameter is 60 centimeters. In part C, we're finding the volume of the hemisphere, which is going to be half the volume of a sphere. Next, we're going to substitute in the radius. And we were asked to leave our answer in terms of pi, so that is what we're going to do. Example number 2 says a sporting goods store sells exercise balls in two sizes. The standard 22-inch diameter and the jumbo 34-inch diameter. How many times as great is the volume of a jumbo ball as the volume of a standard ball? Let's start by writing the volume of a sphere formula. Next, let's substitute in for R, and we're able to find the volume of the jumbo sphere. Now let's find the volume of the standard sphere. Again, starting with the formula and then showing substitution. Once we've got these two volumes, we can find how many times bigger by dividing. And we're able to determine that the jumbo size is 3.7 times bigger than the standard size exercise ball. The surface area of a sphere with radius r can be found by using the formula S for surface area is equal to 4 pi r squared. Surface area is the area of the outside of the sphere, almost as if we were going to cover it in wrapping paper, and we want to know how much wrapping paper we need. So in example number 3, we're finding the surface area of spheres. We're going to leave our answers in terms of pi. Part A says the surface area of a sphere with diameter 76 centimeters. So we're going to start by writing our area formula for pi r squared, and then we're going to substitute in for our radius. We know that the diameter is 76 centimeters, and half of that is the radius. So we can divide that by 2. And we end up with a surface area of 5,776 pi square centimeters. That one was very straightforward. In question B, we want to find the volume of a sphere that has surface area 324 pi square inches. So this time we're going to start out with the volume formula. So volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed, and the surface area formula is 4 pi r squared. We were given the surface area, so we're going to substitute in for that 324 pi and 4 pi r squared. So we know we can divide both sides by pi, and then we're going to have r squared is equal to 324 divided by 4, giving us r squared of 81, and that means an r of 9 inches. So now we're ready to plug into our volume formula. Volume is 4/3 pi 9 inches for our r squared. Cubed. And we end up with 972 pi cubic inches for the volume of the sphere with surface area 324 pi square inches. Okay, for part C, we're going to find the surface area of a sphere with a great circle that has an area of 49 pi square miles. So surface area is 4 pi r squared. Area of a circle is going to be pi r squared. The area of the great circle, that means the area of the cross section at the center or the equator of the circle, is given to us as 49 pi square miles. And we can divide pi out from both sides. So we're going to have r squared is equal to 49 square miles. Take the square root of both sides, and we have r, our radius, as 7 miles. Now we're ready to plug back into our surface area formula, and it's 4 pi, and then our r, 7 miles squared. So in the end, our surface area is going to be, once we multiply everything following order of operations, 196 pi square miles. In example 4, we're looking at the effects of changing dimensions again, and this time the radius of the sphere is going to be multiplied by 4/3. We want to be able to describe the effect on volume. We know that the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. And if our new radius is 3/4 of the old radius, then the effect on the volume will be a multiplier of 27/64, which is the cube of 3/4. In example 5, we're going to be finding surface area and volume of composite figures, which you remember are figures that are made of other figures put together. So we want to find the surface area and volume of the composite figure, and we want to give our answer in terms of pi. Let's start out by recognizing that the total surface area is going to be the surface area of the hemisphere added to the surface area of the cylinder. The surface area of the hemisphere is going to be 1/2 the surface area of a sphere, which was 4 pi r squared. The surface area for the cylinder is going to be, and we're going to be thinking about this as a soup can, so we know that we need the rectangular label that goes around it. It's going to be the circumference of the circle, 2 pi r, times the height of the cylinder, plus the bottom base, pi r squared. 1/2 multiplied by 4 is going to give us 2, so it's going to be 2 pi, and we'll plug in for r, which is going to be 6 inches squared, plus 2 pi, 6 inches, times the height, 9 inches, plus pi, again 6 inches squared. We know 6 inches squared is going to be 36 square inches times 2 is going to give us 72 pi square inches, and then we're going to have 6 times 9, which is 54 times 2, 108 pi square inches, and then we're going to have added to that 36 pi square inches. Okay, we're ready to total them all up for the surface area of the whole figure, and it's going to be 216 pi square inches. Now let's find the volume of the composite figure. The volume in total is going to be the volume of the hemisphere plus the volume of the cylinder. And the volume of the hemisphere, once again, is going to be 1/2 of, but this time the volume of a sphere, which is 4/3 pi r cubed. The volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h. So let's multiply. 1/2 times 4/3 gives us 2/3 pi, and 6 inches for our radius, and then we'll plug in the 6 inches again and the height of 9 inches. We end up with 144 pi cubic inches, added to that 324 pi cubic inches. And we have a grand total volume of the sum of the two figures, 468 pi cubic inches. And this is how we find the volume and surface area of composite figures. That is it for this lesson, and we are done with chapter 11.